Work got crazy, and work is still crazy, but I'm here. Let me just check the live stream real fast, guys. Give me a second. Let me do a little bit of housekeeping here, as they call it. Work got crazy. Okay. And all right. I got a customer calling me. I'm gonna have to call him back. I'm live. I'm gonna have to call him back. Call you back, man, if you're watching. All right. So Henry Ma went to the Cessna show. I think that's what it's called. Cessna. Cessna. Let me look and see what it's called. Cessna. It's a show in I think it was in Japan. Might have been China. Yeah, it's the largest embroidery trade show in the world, basically. What's going on, Jeremy? What's going on, Gail? So he went live from the show and showed on the Facebook, on the Vacoma Facebook group, some equipment that's available in China that's not available in the U.S. And a lot of times people always talk about quote unquote stuff from China being junk, but I think by now we all know that the majority of things that we use come from China, and there are some great quality products that come from China, including, for those of you guys that aren't aware of it, the car manufacturer BYD is Build Your Dreams. And those cars are so state of the art, it's like mind blowing, the technology that they have in there, as well as the way the cars look. In the chat, let me know if any of you guys have heard of BYD, Build Your Dreams, those cars. And if not, then I encourage you to maybe watch some videos on BYD. Maybe I'll do show you guys some videos on BYD at the end of this. Right, just in case you guys are hearing the embroidery machine, I'm embroidering something real big in the background on my Vacoma marquee. But yeah, let me read some comments real fast before we get into it. China is way ahead of the United States in technology. That's a fact. That's a fact. So let's get into this. But I'm gonna have to mute the audio while I'm watching this, because the embroidery machine is really loud and the audio on this video with Henry is really low. But I'll be chiming in from here to there, and I'll be fast forwarding and scrolling through the videos while you guys are watching. All right, so let me cue it up and get into it here. It's almost like I'm live with Henry, right? All right.
That's great, guys. Going live at Sigma here. Just flew into Shanghai to attend our twice a year, or once every 2 years, Sigma show, where we showcase the latest technologies. Just wrapped up Record Summit in the US. We were right after. So I wanted to kind of share some of these stuff with you guys. I know it's late in the US, so let's see who's late. Okay.
Can y'all hear the audio? Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear him. I'm trying to mute my audio while I play his video, because his video is very low, but I can't turn it up any louder. That's as loud as it can go. But yeah, I'm gonna mute my audio and continue to play it on. Let me know if you guys in the chat if y'all can hear Henry talking. All right, let me continue on with the video.
Facebook and putting out some of the stuff. Full expo in Asia, in all of Asia. So all the big names are here, and a lot of late names that you don't know. But huge booth. Hey, Miguel. Yeah, I want to show you guys some of the behind the scenes stuff, some of the new products that we have that we've been able to develop in the last couple of years, going into the first time. So this is the day 3 of the Sigma show. So people are just trickling in. It's 10 a.m. in Shanghai, China over here, and it's a 12-hour difference. So those of you on the East Coast, probably 10 p.m. we'll be getting ready to go to
He's
bed,
about to
but
show the
wanted to
Racoma booth in
catch
a
some
little
of you
bit,
guys before
so you guys can see all the new
um,
technology.
the day ends to show you some of the stuff behind the scenes. Lots of exciting stuff. So, let's see, we're going around this camera. There we go. Hmm. And this is the Racoma booth over here. Got a bunch of stuff running. Huge booth. Huge.
Racoma always has the
Probably
biggest
about
booths at the
three,
trade
four
at trade
thousand square
shows.
feet worth of virtual space. Just by comparison, even the largest shows that we attend to in the US, probably 1,000 square feet. We would say it's probably big. Some of the bigger guys, probably have 2,000 square feet. This thing is, 3 to 4,000 square feet right here.
That's crazy. So that right there exhibit is three to four
Three to four
thousand square
thousand
feet.
square feet. Yeah,
That's
so
crazy. That's like bigger than some
Westworld,
people's
the
houses.
show is in Shanghai, China. So not a lot of people get to go, have the opportunity to take a trip across the world to come here. And so I decided to kind of go live and show you guys kind of what the show's like. Hopefully you can join us for that immersive experience. Because a lot of the stuff you don't get to see. And slowly I kind of show you guys around and show you what is some of the new technology that we've launched. And then a lot of the stuff will be trickling over to the US market shortly, very soon. So I wanted to kind of give you guys kind of first look on that.
I know Henry talks a lot. Let me fast forward it so we can get and show some of the stuff to you guys.
Flying head, RGB lights over here. Literally tells you which needle is being worked on and also which color. You can see this one is working on needle number 2 and the color is orange. And you can see that the color for needle number
I
2 is
showed you
orange.
guys
Right
this
there.
at
So that's
Summit
what's
already.
set on the machine.
Just the Marquee 2,
Super nice,
the Racoma Marquee
very
2.
convenient. Can tell you, and it's kind of cool.
Oh, Henry,
Can tell you exactly
color
what
those
needle you're
hoops.
working on at a
That looks a
glance.
little bit. Maggie,
The fan is real choppy. Yeah, let me know.
I'm gonna leave that
I think
alone.
the best I can do. I see I have 5 bars,
In
so
China, anything goes.
not really sure why. But yeah, these are that's kind of some of the new stuff we're coming out. Um, a brand new redesigned the thing, completely new body. Right, 90% of the stuff that we have in this whole booth is brand new. Literally, like debuted it for the first time ever. So I haven't even got into the cool stuff yet. So just showing you guys some of the stuff that we launched in the US. We got these side panels right here on the stand.
Those
You
side
can
panels
put
are
stuff on
crazy
here. You can
useful. I
put
wish I had
ports
that on
or
my machine.
magnets.
Wish you could put that on my
Right, you got
machine.
these holes on the side of the stand.
It's
You
pretty
can
cool.
put stuff like you're seeing here, so you can store your tools. So obviously a table underneath, stitches beautifully. This thing is, what is it, 52,000 stitches right here. 52,000 stitches. Kind of like a polo design. And over here, I think this is kind of like a wolf deer, wolf slash deer, kind of mythical creature design. This is one of our previous models. And then this is kind of the Swift 2XL. This is like the bigger brother of the Swift. You got a super wide and deep embroidery area. This is kind of like the next generation FWD for those of you that have an FWD. How many of you watching have a recording machine? Let me know in the
Look
comments.
how deep that machine embroiders. That's ridiculous.
Right?
It's
One of
crazy.
our staff here got some customers sitting down.
Look at this one.
This is a kind of a combo machine. This is just taper. So it can embroider ribbons with this extra head. So it's kind of a 1+1. You can do embroidery and then it does ribbon. You can stitch ribbons. That does at the end of the design. You can see this is a super large design, 100 and what is that? 167,000 stitches. About less than a quarter of the way through. And then at the end, it would do the whole border in this blue ribbon. All right, pretty cool there. But that's just the beginning. Let me show you guys some of the really cool stuff. I'll walk around and show you guys some of the really cool stuff.
This when I first I saw
All right,
this video
so
already,
I'm
but
gonna do some embroidery. I did some embroidery. I'll show you some of the printer. This is really
he got
cool.
some. Watch this.
So we got the Rebel 2, right? Some of you might have the Rebel 2, right? We launched that earlier this year, but check this out. Not only was the printer upgraded, now we have this. It is it? Okay. The yeah, it's probably really loud in here. The but the dryer and the oven, the dryer oven and the powder shaker is now just kind of like enclosed all in one. You have this powder shaker right here after it prints, right? And then it goes into the dryer right here. So it's super compact, kind of sleek looking. Prints it, comes out, does the powder shaking,
That
goes
looked
into
like it
the
could
oven,
fit in a
and then comes
standard
out.
house size
Right, so
door
it's
right there.
more
I like
compact
that.
than the
That can
previous
definitely fit
Rebel
in a
2,
30-inch door.
and is able to fit through a standard size door. And not only that, check this out. This is something that we've added. This is automatic cutting. So once these film
This is
gets
crazy right
cured,
here. Look at this.
right, comes out of the printer, goes into the shaker, goes into the oven, and then comes out in a roll. It feeds directly into this cutter, and using camera positioning, it's able to literally cut. Check it out.
That's crazy. Guys, we are getting shortchanged here in the United States.
You see that? So the actual film
This is crazy.
design is now cut. So you don't have to hand cut, hand shoot. It was cut. You see that? It was cut already. So it just comes out in this little, like, something that catches it. Kind of like, I don't know what this is called, but we just have this device that just catches all these film,
He got technology.
and then it just rolls off the
His family
press.
has technology. They don't
Literally,
even know what this is
rolls off the
called.
press. Pre-cut. See these? These are markings that was.
Keep in mind, guys, Racoma is the only embroidery machine manufacturer that has their own factory where they produce machines and produce their own technology and tries to make new and exciting things. No other company does that. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. All right, let's go.
From the cutter, and it kind of paces itself, right? So you see how the cutter is stopping right now because there's not enough stuff to cut. It hasn't fed enough of the design to the area where it can use the camera positioning to cut, and then the machine is still printing. So you literally just kind of set this and go. It prints, does the powder taking for you, goes into the oven, and then as soon as it's off the press and it kind of feeds in here, the more you print, it just cuts it into pieces for you. These are already printed and cured designs, just kind of waiting in queue to get cut. And once it's cut, dropped into this kind of bag here, and you're done. Super cool. So we'll be adding this to our product
Well, you
line
actually gotta scoop
in the
up all
US as well.
those individual
So
sheets
unveiling
and
it
make
for
a
the
pile
first
so they're
time
not
here at
already done.
SISMA
But we get it.
in Shanghai. Hey, Linda. Yeah, this is in Shanghai. Oh, there you go. See, you got more printed out stuff right here. It's coming out. More printed out stuff. And now this is getting ready to cut again. You see that? Now it's watching the positioning. Watch this move. Now it's tracing the outline of where it's going to cut. It's watching where the design is. First it traces, and then it gets to work. There we go.
That is pretty cool, guys.
Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Done.
You gotta have a big
And move on to
workspace
the
for that
next
though.
one. And the machine just keeps printing. All right. So that's something new right there. We'll be bringing that. Probably a lot of, people that want to automate their gang sheet printing, want to not have to hand cut, and these are designs that we've just, done, right? You can do smaller designs, bigger designs, it doesn't matter. The cutter uses a camera positioning system, and it cuts it for you based on how large your design is. All right. Now check out this this PTG that we're doing. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a quick demo on this PTG. This is awesome. This is the Vision 2. This is the Vision 2. All right. So look at this brand new Vision 2 PTG printer. All right. So it's our own PTG printer, and you have this camera positioning system. So what we created here, this is called DTE. So you got DTF over there, direct to film, and then you got DTE over here, direct to embroidery. Check this out. This is white thread. This is white thread right here. All right, polyester white thread embroidered on a piece of
They
cloth,
trying.
and then watch this thing go to work. As the camera positioning goes in, check it out. Because it looked at the camera positioning, now it knows where it needs to print a specific design that was preset. Look on the computer. Like this is the design it's going to print out. Right? That's that soccer ball. It knows to print that soccer ball that exact color. So check it out.
I am. I like new technology. I like new stuff. That overhead thing looks like you
Isn't that
need
cool?
once again another big space to use it, but
So
that
now
is
you
pretty
can
slick.
you can have
That's
embroidery
pretty dope.
feel, but at a fraction of the speed because you're printing over the embroidery. That is insane. This is a full-blown DPG printer, but with our proprietary camera positioning. So now it knows to print the soccer ball in that color, right? You need to know to print the soccer ball in that exact color and not print it green or whatever, because it needs to print it the black and white in the exact spots that you embroidered. So it's doing
It
that.
needs to go to print. It needs to know to
Look at that.
print it in exactly that
So now you can print
spot where
full
the
color
embroidery is.
designs,
It's pretty dope.
but with embroidery, pre-embroidered. So imagine having to achieve this level of detail with embroidery. It's not possible. You can't print that type of green. You can't stitch that type of green.
Okay, so that picture isn't doing it any justice because I would imagine that in person, that image probably looked like that ball. Looks like that ball is probably 3D maybe, because it's embroidery on a canvas on an image. So it probably in person it probably looks 3D. I'm not sure, but
It's embroidery. You can't stitch that type of detail with embroidery. You gotta do so much digitizing to do all that work. But now you just print it in a fraction of a second. Look at that, it's all done. Full color prints, right? Full color prints. Look at that detail. You can't. You
my thing is, even like some of this stuff, I'm like, you got to think about how would I use this? What's the use case? What do I use it? But even if you can't think of a way that you would use it, you got to admire Racoma for trying different things and trying something new. No other company's doing that. Everybody's just releasing the same stuff. They're trying to push the boundaries, trying to offer different things, trying to bring new ideas to the industry, and it's exciting to see. Even if, like I said, even if you're like, I can't use that. There's no, I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't buy that. But still, it's exciting to see cool stuff like this doing different things. Like that's what I think. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments.
days to have to digitize that level of detail. So now you get that feel of embroidery, but it's printed. So it not only saves you time, but it's a different decoration method. All right, thank you. Look at that. That's the Vision 2. That's our Recoma or staff and engineers here. That's the Vision 2 right there. Brand new Vision 2. All right. So that's more on the printer. Isn't that cool? Let me know in the comments or give me some reaction as to what you guys think. I think it's pretty cool. I haven't gotten to the really cool stuff yet, but we're just getting started. It's getting a little crowded in here in the booth. Let me walk around. All right, and check this out. I haven't shown this yet. We got some really cool stuff here. Check this out. This is a new Marquee 2 3-head, right? But we're not done yet. This is a 3-head. All the new designs of the heads, RGB color light. We got the slimmer showing arm, which you can't see now because it's embroidering. New pickerless showing arm. You can embroider a lot more smaller items. And look at this level of
It's like
detail.
garment decorating porn right here.
Right? This is a
This is
3-head
crazy.
equipped with our 10 control panel, Marquee 2. All the color filter systems upgraded. Right? Same side panel designs to hook stuff.
Multitasking, checking
Get
my
it on your
footage
hook.
while I'm doing this.
Put
Everything's going
on your
good.
threads,
About
whatever
to
you
change the
need,
bottom soon, I
supplies.
think.
Look at that. Completely redesigned body as well. That's the 3-head. And let me tell you guys something really exciting here. Hmm. Where's the
Yeah, I
big
saw
one?
something in the background that he didn't
I'll show
show
you.
us.
We've
Uh,
now designed,
hold on, let me go
this is a
back a little
3-head.
bit.
A T2. Let me tell you guys something really,
That right there, is that the machine that he just showed us with the bobbin? That looks like a chenille machine in the background right there. Right there, straight ahead. That looks like a chenille machine. He's holding out. He didn't show us everything.
here.
Anyway,
Hmm. Where's the big one? I'll show you. We've now designed, the Marquee to not be 1 head, not be 2 heads, not be 3 heads, but look at this. Look at this. 6-head Marquee 2. There's a Marquee 2, and now
everything's
in
touch
6
screen
heads.
now.
1, 2, 3, 4,
3, 4,
5,
5,
6.
6. Easier to
6-head
operate.
on the Marquee. More stable, better quality, and lower the cost. So we redesigned the whole body. It's a complete different mechanism. Saves a lot of cost
It's
in
definitely something to think
production,
about, guys.
in manufacturing. Pass on all
The
of that
marquee,
savings to
I'm
you
running
guys.
my marquee in the background right now.
So if you're
It
looking
definitely is
for a
faster
large production
and
machine,
smoother.
now we have Marquee series, Marquee 2, in 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 6 heads. And we just finished embroidering this large piece of flat embroidery sash frame on here. Right? 6 heads. You can see now that they took off the embroidery, you can see the slimmer sewing on.
You guys might have saw the slimmer sewing arm when
Six
I
heads.
showed you my video from
Those of you that have
this year.
maybe the CHT2 series, maybe have the 4-head CHT2, 4-head CHT6, right? Or the 6-head CHT2, right? 4 or 6-head CHT2 series. Now there's a Marquee 2 6-head. And
There's
I
two
just
more
want to let
things
you
I'm gonna
in
show
on a
you.
little secret. We're testing out how this will do on the 8-head. So now the 8 heads, 1 through 8 heads, can all be
Actually,
on
there's
the
three
Marquee
things I
2.
want y'all to see. You gotta stay to the end.
1
Have
through
to stay
8
to the
heads.
end.
So we're testing that out. And the six head is already in production, fully ready to go, equipped with the 10S control panel, fully ready to go. All right. So now we got, you saw the
All right, and then what's
Marquee,
next?
you saw the Swift 2, the Marquee 2, the Marquee 2.
Fast forward a little bit.
That's the big brother, and then the little brother. All right. 12
I
inch
showed y'all that at Deco Summit.
front versus 24-inch. This is 12-inch. Baker dryer with ventilation and air purifier. Right, if you're indoors, we don't need the air purifier there because it's inside the unit. Here, outside the unit, it's a smaller, more compact Baker dryer. All right, comes out in a roll, and we press it right here. Complete assembly line. All right, you get all these final products.
Yeah, Wicked Designs. This is an embroidery convention in
Look at this.
China called SISMA.
Nice color prints. ETF.
Trying to move forward a little bit for y'all.
All right, come on.
Saw that.
Enough to fit on any table. Work off of a laptop. Once these sheets come out, you gotta do your powder shaking manually, right? Powder tray, do the powder shaking manually, and then put it in the oven. Put it in the oven and cure it. All desktop. So it's kind of hot. Right? So this is the oven. Powder shaking manually, ovens manually. More for hobbyists and people just and the Rebel Go. Right? That's our printing section. Now let me show you something big that we
All right,
unveiled.
skipping around, but
How's everything? How's everybody enjoying it so far? Probably going to be live for another 30 minutes. But let me know. Let me know any questions you guys have. Right? Let me know any questions like Long Beach in the U.S. Sewing and embroidery combo. Like Long Beach in the U.S. Probably 4,000 or 5,000 people maybe at best. Right? 7,000 8,000 people at best. This is 70 to 80,000. So biggest show in
so you
all of
think we're
Asia.
in the garment decorating
All
over
right,
there?
let me show you. This is
70 to
this is
80,000 people
a lot of people were
in attendance to those
trying this out and,
conventions
and,
versus
and testing this out.
four to five
Look
thousand here in the
at
U.S.
this. So we've
I
launched
would
a,
love to go to that
single
show.
needle sewing and embroidery combo machine called the Elegance. All right, here it is. This is the packaging, and then we have a whole experience segment where people can experience and work on these machines. So we have display on embroidery over here. All right, this one is embroidery.
At Deco Summit, the machine wasn't on. I didn't get a
Okay,
chance to play with it and test it.
sewing and embroidery combo. All right, and then you can sit down over here and try out the sewing part yourself. This is already converted
That's
to
pretty
to
dope.
your sewing machine. This is doing embroidery. You can see the embroidery hoop on this. This doesn't have the embroidery hoop. It's doing sewing. You can sit down. There's a foot pedal, a knee lift, and then you can stitch some denim. You can sew some denim. You know, save some demo on here. Try it out for yourself. Right? You know, all these stitch patterns. Of all these stitch patterns that you can try out. That's something cool, right? This is doing embroidery, and then you can stay together using different stitch patterns that's already built into the machine. Over 91 stitch patterns for sewing, and over 300 pre-digitized designs on the embroidery designs. Right? Sewing, set up for sewing, set up for embroidery. Interchangeable. We got a lot of customers from all over the world coming to the booth to check out. Uh, People checking out the sewing and embroidery combo machines.
I'm gonna skip forward a little bit so you can see the next. I want y'all to see this next thing right here. I'm gonna skip ahead too far and miss it.
That'll be a good addition. Wait till you see this, all right? Wait till you see this. All right, let me show you
You still
guys
got more to show?
something
This
really
is two
cool. So
dope
I showed you
things.
guys a lot of the embroidery machines, from the single head embroidery machines, multi-head with the 3-head Mark II, 6-head Mark II, maybe the DTF printers, the PPG with camera positioning, direct to embroidery, DTE. These are new stuff that only Ricoma is pioneering. Now, I'll show you guys the brand new section of the booth that we created. That's really cool. All right.
This right here is pretty darn cool.
Okay, over
This
here,
part right here is dope.
we've
Like,
got this
watch this.
personalized customization studio.
Successful
Right. There's a
embroider.
bunch of stuff in here
Watch this.
that is super cool. That's why we put it as a different segment. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. So look, we got this thing right here. You can essentially, this is like a kiosk. You can put this in stores and be able to personalize your garments. You can pick out like what garments you want. You want embroidery or print. You can add your designs. Yeah, you can add your designs. Like we have a bunch of like design libraries right here.
How cool is that, guys?
So these are
That's
all
crazy, right?
pre-digitized. We have like over 500 designs, and we're looking to add more. But essentially, it's like you can think of it as like a kiosk. This will be like an all-in-one solution. We'll provide the machine and this kind of kiosk panel. All right, so you can choose your design, choose your emoji. All right, select it. It's already pre-selected on the colors, right? But you can change it. You can change the colors. You can rotate. This is yeah. You can rotate the design, right? You can rotate it here.
Sorry about that. Real fast. I just took this off the marquee. And I just want to show it to you guys. I got to do the back. I got to hook the back and show it to you. But, yeah, so this is DTF in the front and embroidered on the side. Um, Huge picture right here on a 5X shirt with the same picture embroidered right here on the side. I think that's pretty interesting. It's pretty dope. They wanted it, so the customer gave me a 5X shirt, and I got to make a whole video talking about this, but they gave me a 5X shirt and gave me a design to embroider on it, but this is the size of the design that they gave me to embroider on the shirt. So I said, yo, that's not going to fit. It's not going to look right. So we had to figure something out. So I proposed the idea of DTFing the whole design and put the embroidery on the side, because it's not going to take up the whole size of the shirt. And to embroider something this big on the whole shirt, that's a lot of money. That would have been like probably a 500, probably like a $500 job, maybe like a $400 job, but then we got another $400 job on the back, and plus you don't want to embroider on something with all those stitches because it would be too heavy for the shirt. So anyway, let's get back. I just want to share that with y'all real fast. Let me put this to the side over here, and let's get back to the video. All
Okay. Right. You can expand. Right. Look at that. You can expand the design. Okay. And then now, once you've chosen your design, and then you can just add to cart.
This is the cool part right here. Watch this.
All right. Now it's added to cart and watch. So now you've completed your design over here. Right. This is your kiosk. You completed your design over here, and now it just goes straight to your machine. All right. Watch the smiley face that we just did. All right. Now it's in your order queue, in your kiosk order queue at the end. You can select it. Now we got to get out of embroidery mode, choose the design that was just sent over here from the kiosk, and that's the slightly rotated smiley face that I just customized.
I think that's crazy, especially for like a
And now
mall
you can
setup or
literally
something like
just
that.
press start. You can position it in the hoop,
That's crazy,
and
in
you
my
just press
opinion.
start. So we're doing a bunch of testing with samples over here, but essentially you just position it in the hoop. The design, the colors are already chosen. You can only choose the
Watch this
colors that's
next
already
thing
on the machine that
after
you
this.
choose. It's already preset. And then you just embroider the smiley face right off the bat. So it went from kiosk selection of what shirts and stuff you want, and choosing your design, checking out, goes to your, this is, in this example with the creator, goes to your creator and embroider it on the fly.
New
So
tech,
think of,
guys. New
people
tech.
can put this in retail stores, mall kiosks, and literally will just, order, choose their design, and be able to embroider right on the spot. And all
Choose your
the
design you want to
color
decorate the
selection
shirt.
on the kiosk
Pay.
are already
When you
colors that
check
you
out,
already have
pay.
on your machine.
Send it, and
So it's
your
already pre-linked. This is
that could
because
be in the
that
back
software,
of the
that
kiosk,
kiosk
and
software,
the kiosk is
is
facing the
something that we
customer.
developed,
That's pretty
and
dope.
it integrates with our machines.
That's dope. Doo, doo. All right,
Yeah. So
keep
Linda,
going here.
that's the 10S panel. That's the 10S panel on the Creator. So this is the Creator, 10 needle
Watch
machine,
this next one, guys. Watch this.
super
Watch this.
compact. This is new as well. Super compact, and we've essentially upgraded it with a kiosk module. So you can literally customize whatever you want, right? This is kind of like the personalization experience. This one is doing something. There's a kiosk over here.
Y'all missed that.
This is embroidering
He'll
something.
show it again. Y'all missed that
So
though.
literally,
Y'all
you
missed
just
that.
embroider or print, because we can send the DPG printers too. You can embroider or print on the fly. You can
See that
upload a
machine?
photo, like go scan a QR code, upload a photo, and it goes to
Look at
your
that
printer
creator to the right of him.
in the store, and it prints it on the
Nah,
fly.
I'm not gonna show it. Now look at this one right
So
here.
it's super
What's
cool.
different?
And this is, so this is just the beginning, right? So you saw how this is the kiosk,
What's different?
right? To the creator. Okay. Now let me show you something. So if you're impressed by that, let me know in the comments below. That opens up, brand new set of possibilities for people to, different business model, right? For people to operate in retail stores. Basically a business in a box. I give you the kiosk, I give you the machine, give you the training, and you literally just have everything that you need to be able to customize on the fly. The customer can walk into the store, drive more foot traffic.
Now,
People find this
watch
very
this.
cool, very
Right. I
interactive.
thought this
They
next
have
one
control over
was
what
pretty dope.
design that they want,
I thought it was dope.
and it's something that it's super interactive, and that will draw crowds at your store. People just want to, you know, final finale. I want to show you guys something here. So here, this machine right here, right? This is the creator, but you notice where's the control panel? There's no control panel. How's it running? How is this thing running without a control panel? Can someone take a guess?
That's pretty
Anybody
crazy. Y'all
taking a
take a
guess?
guess. Y'all take a
How is
guess how
this
it's
how
running.
is this machine running without a control panel?
Y'all take a guess. I think that's crazy. They're pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing the boundaries of what these machines do. And it's very impressive, I'm
All
not gonna
right.
lie.
How is this running without a control panel? Anybody have a guess? So this whole thing, yeah. So Miguel gets it right. Yeah, this whole thing is running on a tablet, no control panel.
So if it
It's
can
on
run
a
on the
tablet.
tablet, it could probably run on the phone also. Because that's just an application.
And you can control the speed right from the
Speed.
tablet. Look at that. And now it's speeding up.
That's crazy.
Even slowing down. This is the live of the tablet that's controlling the machine. And guess what? This is not like a control panel tablet. It's not like the ones that's on the machine. This thing is literally an app. Watch. Like I can press stop right here. Now the machine stops. And if I exit, this thing is just an app. This thing is just a Ricoma
That's
production
crazy.
app.
That's crazy right there.
So you just have to have a tablet and you open this thing and it via Bluetooth links to your machine. All right. So I can press start and it starts again
That's dope.
on a tablet.
Sandra S says wireless computer interface. Yes, Bluetooth.
So you see no control panel, no bracket arm,
Ryan
no
Wade
control panel.
says
We've replaced it with the
kiosk
start and
idea is
stop
dope.
button. So you can start and stop the machine on the side here. But no bracket arm, no control panel. It's just an app. It's just an app on your tablet. Isn't that cool? That's now you can literally like border from watching TV in your living room. Yeah, you gotta be within like 10, 15 feet for Bluetooth to work. But as long as you're connected to Bluetooth, you're good.
I want them
You
to
can be
make it
watching TV and
so you
just
can
control
be
your machine.
somewhere
Speed up,
else
speed
and start your
down,
machine. Like
watch the status without having to get
Wi-Fi.
up.
Like if you're in
It's
down the street, you could. I
super,
mean, that's
super groundbreaking
you
technology.
know if they got the
Right?
Bluetooth
It's
technology, they're
actually
probably
giving
working on
people
that
the kind of
soon.
an alternative, right? And
That's
we
pretty dope.
anticipate that this type of technology is going to become actually cheaper because you don't have to have an integrated control panel. And while an integrated control panel like this is great, right? Like you can operate everything as like a computer on the machine. But what if we just take that computer and like, just put it in your hands, right? And just
Yes,
put it
because
in
it's
your
the same
hands,
control panel, but it's an app.
like
So
with
you
the
can
tablet.
shuffle through your designs and everything. Yes, yes.
Imagine what that does, right? You can't take off this control panel. You can't take off this control panel with all the wiring. I put it in your hands, but you can do this with this, right? And see, Danny is on. Danny asked a great question: Android or iPad? So it's Android currently, right? This iPad is Android, and if there's demand, so this is the first time. Like I said, these are like 90% of brand new stuff. If there's
Some of the stuff we will never
if
see,
there's
guys.
demand and people like
That's why I
this
want to
stuff
share it.
and people want it, we can easily develop
Some of the stuff we'll never
for
see. We'll
iOS,
probably never see this.
for
Only
iPad.
here.
But right now it's on Android. Same machine over here. Look, no control panel. Yes, control panel. No control panel. Yes, control panel. No control panel. Right? It's just on a tablet right here.
So I am Wade says Stalls has fulfillment engine, but I'm so glad Racoma has their own software similar to it. All right, so you can't compare Stalls to Racoma. Stalls doesn't make any machines. Racoma not only has their own software, but they have all their own machines that they build in their factory. So it's like no comparison. Like, yeah, Stalls has their own, but it's different, right? They have their own machines that they manufacture, that they do improvements on, that they add features to, and they work out softwares to work with their machines. Stalls has no machines, so it's like it's not really apples to apples, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, let's keep on going. Still some more stuff I want you guys to see.
Hooked up to a
And
tablet.
here,
This one's a bit smaller than the other one, but it doesn't matter. It's just a tablet. It's just an app. If you can literally, like I said, for those of you that missed it, I can stop it, right? Now the machine stopped. And look, if I exit out, I don't know how to exit out of this one. Maybe it's a different tablet. But yeah, it's just go back to the home screen and it's just an app. It's just an app.
he called it
And
APP.
once I
It's
stop, once I start,
application.
starts right here.
App is short for application. He said it's APP. That's funny. It's just an application. It's just an APP. That was
Right?
funny.
Got a
That's
bunch of
funny.
people checking it out. They're gonna go live.
That's pretty cool though. You got small tablet, big tablet. It's just an app that you run on your tablet. So if it's an app, you can make it for iPhone or Android. It's pretty dope. I think he's got one more thing to show us as far as the Racoma booth is concerned. I'm not
All
sure.
right, you guys. Last but not least, let me show you something. Most of you probably won't get this machine. I get it because it's super big, but it's just something. The engineering and the technology just shows you kind of how much we've developed and engineered and innovated here at Ricoma. All right, before I do that, let me get this thing set up. 1 second.
This right here is crazy, guys. Y'all gotta check this out. This is bananas. This is like full scale, super duper production. Forget about it. I don't even think I would want to have one of these. This is like dedication right here when you get something like this. Like this is turning
All right,
your
the
production
technicians are
into
setting it up. I'm
a
gonna
uh,
I'm gonna show you guys this thing.
a
So this is
Chinese warehouse type
our.
of thing.
How many heads is this? Okay, let me show you this monster of a thing right here. Look at that. This is one, two,
Tell me that's not crazy. Tell
three,
me that is.
4, 5, 6,
That's
7,
crazy.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24 heads. Flatbed embroidery, 24 heads. Look at how long this thing goes.
That's crazy, y'all.
24 heads.
You need like 3 or 4 people to run
All right,
this.
so don't say that Ricoma just makes small machines. 24 heads, flatbed right here. But that's not the only part that's cool. I mean, we've made 24 head flatbeds before. All right, we're doing some bobbin changes, I believe. All right, because this thing eats a bobbin and it goes so fast. But I wanted to show you guys something. The on the single heads, we've the previous generation single heads had like 1,000 stitches per minute, 1,200 stitches per minute
Watch
maximum
this.
speed. New generation has like 1,350. Some have 1,500 stitches per minute, right? So even that is an increase. Guess how fast this thing goes? Any guess?
Go ahead, Joe.
Any
Put your
guess on
guesses
how
in the
fast this
chat.
thing goes?
How many stitches per minute can this machine right here go? Put your guesses in the chat right now. How fast can this machine right here go? How many stitches per minute? What's y'all guesses? I would guess like 1,500 stitches per minute. That'd be fast to me. Because the Marquis, I think, is like tops out at like 12 or
This thing
13.
goes for a whopping super high speed,
That's crazy.
1,800 SPM.
That's crazy.
1,800 SPM. We're gonna rev this thing up and show you guys how fast this
1,800
thing runs.
stitches per minute. You know how
Linda
fast
says
you get done
said
job like that?
5,000. That would be ooh, that will
Y'all guess
be light
20,000.
speed. I think the embroidery will be done. I think it will go so fast and so hot, the thread will just burn off from all the frictions. All right, we got this thing fired up. 1,800. All right, max speed 1,800. All right, see this thing go. It might get
That was
noisy.
real close, Marlon. Watch this though. Look how fast it's moving. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's moving. You can't even see. It's like standing still. Look at that. That is crazy, dog. That's crazy, guys.
You can
Like
see the
you
meter
can't even
move.
see it moving.
I can't even see the meter move. It's going maximum speed right now. 1,800. 1,800
I think you probably got
SPM.
a thread break or something like that, but that was a good demonstration. Maybe that's what I'm guessing because I actually came to a smooth stop. I don't know, but I'm thinking maybe they
A lot
stopped
of
it.
the
Maybe.
people from India, from Pakistan, where they use a lot of these flatbed embroidery because they
Yeah,
produce
Marlon,
the
I
garments
agree.
there.
That probably has to be
A
really,
lot of
really
them were
loud.
super
I would
impressed.
imagine.
'Cause there is all about speed. Yeah, the needle is like staying still because it's going so fast. To your eyes, to the naked eye, it's like staying still because it's going so fast. Here it goes again.
Now it's going to get a little interesting, guys. After he shows us, like, look how fast this is. Look, that's crazy. It doesn't look like it's even moving. That's crazy. That's fast. That's fast, guys. That's fast, guys.
We rev this thing up to 1,800 SPM.
Now tell me, regardless of not if you like Racoma, you
So
have
that's
to
it for
give
now,
them
guys.
credit.
We got a bunch of people in our booth right here.
You got to give them credit.
Bunch of people in our booth. Clients. sitting down
Nobody else is pushing the boundaries. Nobody else is even
right
trying. They just got
with
the
the
same machines.
1800 FPM behind me.
Watch this though. Watch this. He about to walk around
Look at
and
this
show
thing
some
go.
more other than Racoma. You see Racoma's booth.
Out.
Can't hear.
But you know, there's
He's cutting
it's
in and
not
out.
loud, right? When all things considered. And we got a bunch of people over here.
I'm starting to want a six head, guys.
Got some
I
people
have to
from
move again.
other countries checking out the BTS center.
No six head. I'm cool. I got 7 heads already, but I would have 13 heads. Actually, 14 heads. 15 heads.
So that's it,
I don't need
guys.
this. I don't need this.
That's about
It's
it.
empty now.
And then
He's gonna
sure,
walk
there's a
around.
lot of other embroidery companies over here. Probably a lot of names you guys haven't even heard of. But you look at their booth, smaller, less people,
He about to start talking shit now.
less people, kind of empty. I've never heard of this brand. Kind of empty over here.
Henry started talking trash.
Yeah, the thing is, we really manufactured a lot of the new technology that nobody else has. Everybody else has just embroidery machines. Yeah, we've had that for 25 years, right? So it's all about, this thing is all about innovation,
He talking
all
that
about
talk.
new technology. And the venue is huge. It's like 10 different halls. We're only on like one of the 10 halls. So, and for some of you that are watching, like a lot of the top embroidery machine companies, embroidery machine manufacturers are all here. But one thing that you notice is, like, why isn't their presence that big? I kind of show you. I'm walking over to a different hall right now. Okay. I kind of show you what I mean.
Watch this. I thought this was very, very interesting
Right. This is
and
another hall
entertaining too.
and I'm in. Yeah,
Hit the
you
thumbs
got
up
like
button,
other
guys.
embroidery machine brands, right? I don't even know who this guy is, but never heard of them. Small booth,
He said,
couple of
never heard of
people,
him.
right? The things look very, they're just kind of looks the same as everyone else's, right? We got this over here, UGM, looks just like everyone else's. Got some single heads. None of us, these are stuff that we had like 7, 8 years ago, guys. A lot of embroidery machines that nobody does it like Ricoma. That's the Ricoma this one. That's the Ricoma this one. Like, I don't even know what this is. Galaxy uses kind of the same, panels as
He's
everyone else. They
talking.
all look the same. You walk around, it's like everybody else looks the same, but Ricoma stands out. Our design, our technology. You got SWF here. People know SWF, right? We have no SWF. So like all the big names are here, but look at SWF. This is it.
He said, look at
This is it.
SWF.
The same stuff we
That's it.
showcase in Long Beach,
That's it. He said, that's it. That's kind of weak compared to
right?
Racoma's.
The single heads, six heads, maybe a small booth. Oh, and then you
Talk
got
that
like
talk, Henry.
buy, right? Some of you,
Talk that talk.
some of you think buy, the much cheaper, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for an embroidery machine, much cheaper. Yeah, look at their booth. kind of brand, right? Much smaller. And then this stuff that they're showcasing is the same stuff that's it's been around for a couple of years.
You guys gotta realize what's
We
going
got
on here.
like the Vision, that's the mirror, I think they call it. But this is kind of much smaller, much fewer stuff. And then you have only got two, three couple of models, right? So
I get where he's coming from because
you
it's
kind
kind of
of see the
pathetic
difference,
compared to Racoma's
and
booth.
that's
I'm
the
not gonna
difference I'm
lie.
trying to really show you guys.
It
Is
is kind
that
of
when
sorry compared to
Ricoma comes
Racoma's
out with
booth.
stuff, it's it's brand new. It's new technology, it's new innovation, and then when the competitor they either try to copy, or they try to somehow defame us with something to make it look like um, that they're better. But
Yo, he popping his
that
shit
might just
right
be
now.
my opinion. But just I see a lot of people clicking by and um,
It's
saying good
hilarious.
stuff about them. I mean, I don't know anything about their machines per se. I haven't used them, haven't tested them. But what I do know is that the stuff that I see at the booth are stuff that I've seen from a couple of years ago, right? So the stuff that you see at our booth, at Recoma's booth, is 90% new. I think just from, I guess, the snippet that I've shown you guys, I think you can feel the Recoma difference. I think Fatima and Baradin are also here. They have a very small booth also, showcasing some of the stuff that they've already had. They're great machines, but it's like the level of innovation and just moving forward with the times is not there. I don't see them coming out with kiosks and um, tablet-driven embroidery machines without a control
At this
panel.
moment, talk that talk, Henry.
Three, four, six head machines that are fully responsive panels and upgrades,
Talk that talk.
printers.
Talk that
We're
talk.
not just an embroidery machine company anymore. We're kind of a full service embroidery printing, and hopefully in the next couple of years, even more products coming. All
I
right,
think he
so
walks in.
you can kind of see the difference. Walking back to our booth now, if you guys kind of have a have a snapshot or kind of like a quick snapshot of what you just saw with the competitors' booth, you check out. Oh, here's Happy Japan. This is it. That's it. Right? Happy Japan. Same stuff that they've had. 12 needle, 15 needle.
That's pretty bad. Pretty
Same
pathetic.
stuff that they've had. They have the color wheel, same as the Gima. This is their entire booth. Happy Japan. That's it. Let me walk you through to Baradin. Hmm.
He talking. He talking mad smack right now. Not
Let
the
me walk you
size
through
matters,
Baradin.
but
Baradin's a little bit bigger. This is Baradin. Like I said, all the big names come to the show, so you know that we're amongst the best. All the brand names that we know of. They're showcasing this huge flatbed, right? So this is it. Baradin. Look at it. All the engineers, the staff inside, their boss, and
talk
then
that
their
talk.
single head and multi head
Nothing really there.
tubular machines.
Just the big
The same stuff
machines
they've had
and
for you. Right there, in the corner over there, right? The BKT, single heads.
nobody there.
That's it. This is their whole booth.
Listen,
And we can
listen,
see
listen.
this kind of stack sitting there. Right? We saw, so what do we see? We saw Baradin, we saw SWF, we saw Happy Japan, uh, and we saw Buy. and a bunch of other names
Heavy
that
going in right
I
there.
haven't heard of. I think VSK is here. VSK has a frequency level. I'll kind of show you quickly before we go back to the Recoma booth and wrap this up. But let me show you this from afar, the VSK booth. All right, I think that's VSK right there. That's it. And the middle corner. That's what VSK. All right, back to Recoma. Back to Recoma. Look at
My,
all the people gathered around. All right, it was the Recoma booth. All right, 90% new. 90% new.
gotta give him credit.
All new stuff.
Gotta give credit when credit's due. What do you guys think in the comments? I
Look at
think
that.
you gotta give credit when credit's due. They're pushing it,
All right.
pushing the boundaries, bringing us new stuff.
So I hope I was able to give you guys a sneak peek,
It
right? Bring you
shows.
guys along to this Asia trip in Shanghai and attend this SISMA event that, some of you might not have the luxury or the
Cisna.
time, to attend. It's a huge show and we really showed out with a bunch of new products. So hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, Eric, since he's joining late, yeah, I'm in Shanghai for the SISMA show. And so, yeah, 90% new products that we're displaying. Everybody else is showing the same thing that they've shown for years. Not really anything happening. And
He's still talking
like I said, I
smack.
think we got overwhelming response with the new technology, the tablet-driven embroidery machine with no control panel. We got the kiosk model that you can just put in a store and pick the design, shoot over to the machine and build it on the spot. The
Pretty dope.
printers, the Rebel 2 with the new dryer and shaker, the Rebel Air 2, the Rebel Go, the D2G with the Vision, the Vision 2 with the camera vision
Talk that talk.
to direct to embroidery printing.
Talk
It's
that talk,
brand
man.
new stuff. Well, everyone is just kind of showing, everyone else
Gotta
is
hype him
just
up.
showing the same stuff that they've always sold. So Vekoma is always moving forward. Vekoma is always leading the pack, and we're setting the standard, right? So for those of you that missed it, go rewatch this live. I hope you guys enjoyed. Spend about an hour. Maybe I'll do this later in the day, maybe on YouTube.
All right. Uh, I just thought it was very, very entertaining to watch, and I want to show that to y'all because I always knew it's always good to like be a part of winning team, man. I got like 3 business calls. I gotta call people back, but this just confirmed it. This confirms what I've been saying from day one. It's one thing to buy and rebrand machines. It's a whole nother thing to have a facility, a production facility that you make your own machines. When you make your own machines and you have your own company in China that manufactures your own machines, you can come out with new technology. When you're at the mercy of buying machines and rebranding them, or having somebody else make your machine, another company making machines, you can't innovate as fast, right? You can only have what everybody else has. And I know what some of you guys are going to say, they don't have an auto tensioner on their machines. But what I'm saying is, they manufacture their own machines. Don't you think they can have an auto tensioner if they wanted an auto tensioner? And I will still say it again, you can't really embroider. You're not really an embroiderer unless you know how to control your tension yourself. It's more valuable knowing what buttons, what knobs to turn, and adjust your tension versus the machine doing it for you. It's more valuable knowing how to do it yourself. Then you can graduate to something where it has an auto tensioner, because if something goes wrong with your auto tensioner, you're screwed. You don't know how to adjust the tension yourself. So, and plus, they manufacture their own machines. Trust me, they can do that if they wanted to. You saw they're at this state-of-the-art convention that has all embroidery machines. Their booth is the best. They got the best technology, the best things. Everybody else's booth walked around, looked a little dry, looked a little bland. So, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I thought it was hilarious at the end when Henry walked around talking that talk. I don't even know if he did that on purpose, but he was kind of laughing at everybody else and like showing like, look at this stuff, same old stuff they always got. Everybody's at the Rokoma booth. It was pretty funny. It was pretty entertaining. What's up, the best uni? How you doing? So yeah, I just want to share that with y'all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I thought it was very, very interesting. I hope one day that I can attend a trade show like this. I actually want to attend a trade show with more equipment than just all embroidery, because I got to be honest, besides Rokoma's booth, the other booths were kind of dry. It did look kind of dry, but I know that this is probably just one part of the show, and they probably got other parts of the show that has printers and other DTG machines, and maybe that I'm thinking that that's just the embroidery side of the convention. I don't know, but alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Let me know what you thought about that video that Henry was so nice to go live and show us Cessna, because I don't even know if I'm ever going to be able to get out there to China to go to a show like that, but knock on wood. If I go to China, I want to go to some manufacturers, some machine manufacturers like Rokoma, and some clothing manufacturers. If I go to China, that's what I want to do. So leave your comments in the comment box down below. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace. I got embroidery.